What's going on, guys? It is Tuesday. Yes, that is right. It is Huggatroll Tuesday. And yes, I have my regular little avatar up there because, in case you're just now checking in with me, I have an injury to my right eye, and my ugly face isn't much to look at anyway. But with a big nasty injury to the eye, it's probably not something anybody wants to see. But I have to do this because this has been on my mind. When we done the first Captain Chad Reacts video the other day, and we done that with Sovereign Soul, as well as Terry from Iron Auditor, we had bits and pieces with us. We had Tom Hall with us, and we done this. We done these breakdown videos, and we had a lot of fun. It was Sunday, but because of my injury to my eye, and I kind of had a bad day that day, I had to cut it short. Well, this was one of the videos that I really wanted to touch on, and I didn't get the chance. So I wanted to do this video, just a independent from the whole thing, from the Captain Chad Reacts thing. And we'll call this part of our Get Leducated thing. Okay. This really is something that I really do think that we can take a little bit of lessons from, both from a law enforcement standpoint as well as a self defense standpoint, and maybe just maybe we can kind of understand a little bit of why law enforcement do what they do, and understand a little bit about situational awareness and position ourselves and such. So I want to do this video. I want to do what I think is a breakdown on it. I want you guys to bear with me and realize that if I speak in the wrong lingo, or if I use the wrong words or something, I'm still kind of learning how to communicate this stuff. So let's go to this video and let's see if we can pick up something. To set this up, this is the Ross County Sheriff's Office in Ross County, Ohio. And what I was told was this man, and I'm not going to say anything about their names. I'm not going to release the names of these people. There's plenty of information out there that you can read the articles on it and such if you want to find out any more details about the two people involved. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this more of a tactics thing, and kind of to break down a few things about situational awareness and concealment, and to understand the way that we have to look for indicators and stuff, not only from a law enforcement standpoint, but from a self-defense, concealed carrier, or patriot of any sort. Okay. So to set this up, this is the sheriff's office. This guy comes up and he knocks on the window of the sheriff's office. I guess he's trying to get the attention of a deputy or whatever. Um, and this is when the deputy goes to answer the door, and his body cam records this. So let's watch this and see what happens. And the first time through, I'm going to watch it complete and let you guys watch it complete, and then we'll kind of go back and I'll tell you what I pick up on individual things that happen. So let's get going.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Can you help me out something real quick? Can you get a couple more officers?
What's going on?
Somebody said they're going to hurt my family. They wanted me to hurt kids, and I can't do it.
Okay.
So I got to do this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Put that down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down, buddy. Put it down.
Okay, so that happened fast, didn't it? Keep in mind, this guy's in the office. Somebody comes to the door. He goes out there, and right off the bat, the guy says, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" And it makes it seem like a pretty non-confrontational type encounter. But as things unfold, you pick up on indicators. And that's kind of what I want to do. So let's go through this a little bit slow. And this time I'm going to stop things.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Can you help me out something real quick?
Okay, the first thing that I notice is he's approaching, that he's got one of his hands completely concealed. It appears to be in his pocket. Now, he does start off the conversation with, "Hey, buddy." And then he goes on to ask if he can get a couple more deputies. I'm assuming this was possibly a suicide by cop thing. I don't know the guy's motive, but it just seems that way, based on what's going on, because he's asking him to get more deputies, and he already knows obviously what he's going to do. So with the hand still concealed, he starts kind of talking some crazy stuff here in just a second, and the deputy kind of picks up on it. You can tell. So
Get a couple more officers.
What's going on?
Somebody said they're going to hurt my family. They wanted me to hurt kids.
okay, so he says somebody told me they're gonna hurt my family, and they want me to hurt kids. And that right there is a huge indicator that something's not right with this guy, right? So, and you can pick up on what the deputy says next, that he realized that this guy's got some issues.
I can't do it.
Okay.
So I got.
He literally says, okay, like, yeah, no kidding. So he's already starting to realize, I'm sure if he had a spider sense, his spidey sense would be going off right now. He's tingling, I promise. Now, to explain where he's actually in a doorway right now, which is a terrible thing. He's in a fatal funnel based on, if anybody's is used to doing any kind of tactical training or room clearing or any type of defensive tactics type stuff. He's in a really bad spot. So he has to make a decision. Has to make a decision how he's going to handle that. And this is where he makes, I think, a really good decision in the way that he engages his potential threat. So let's see what happens.
I gotta do this.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, the guy draws a firearm, and he obviously does not have the firearm charged and ready. There's not one. It appears that there's not one actually in the barrel. So he goes to actually rack the slide on the handgun to go ahead and make the firearm ready, which obviously gives a moment longer for the deputy to respond. But the deputy also drops back behind this door. Now, this door, and I don't know anything about this door, and I don't know what it's made out of, but even if it's not covered, it certainly allows a degree of concealment. And the way that the door shuts partially allows for the deputy to maintain that concealment and force the suspect to shift around and kind of pie around in order to be able to engage the deputy, which again buys more time for the deputy. So the deputy at this point has cleared his firearm and he's drawing back behind the concealment, forcing this man to move in order to be able to engage, which again allows the deputy what could have been a really, really bad position to actually be improved just a little bit. And this is what it happens from there.
Put that down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down, buddy. Put it down.
Okay, so what we see at this point, and the reason why I really wanted to do this video is this. If you notice, when the deputy shifts back, he shifts back, goes back in behind concealment as he draws his firearm, and he engages the threat. He forces the threat to shift over to get an angle on him to be able to fire. By this point, the deputy's already prepared and ready. He literally bought himself split seconds of time. Split seconds of time, folks. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes the reality is life and death can be the difference in a hundredth of a second. We have to remember that no matter what, everything, every single day, whether it be in law enforcement, whether it be in a regular everyday life as a concealed carrier, as a patriot, everyday life is made up of multiple decisions to guarantee our safety, to guarantee our success, to guarantee whatever it may be. And this deputy, in my opinion, made some pretty good decisions based on what I'm gathering. He used the concealment that he had. He positioned himself to buy himself a little extra time. And he appeared to make pretty decent shots, what I could tell, and what the outcome obviously turned out to be, I don't know. But it appeared that he certainly did. So remember, this is what I'm talking about when I tell everybody all the time. You have to maintain your situation awareness, obviously. You have to prepare yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually for everyday encounters because the fights come in all kinds of different ways. When I tell everybody in my videos all the time and I preach all the time to train like you fight and you fight like you train, this is what I'm talking about. It's not always just about getting in a gym. It's not always just about lifting weights. It's not always just about, um, you know, running and doing things and being at the range. Yes, that's all wonderfully important to us because that's part of the physical aspect. This is part of the mental aspect. This is part of the fact that he literally prepared himself to know to drop back behind that door for the concealment, to give himself just a moment more time. That's the mental aspect of it. The mental aspect of it also was to know when it's time to shoot, when it's time to actually do that. Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman talks about that, the bulletproof mind. And this is a good application of it, in my opinion, right here. He done everything, in my opinion, right based on the totality of the circumstances. This is a really, really good job of good defensive tactics. Remember, no matter what, every day we have the opportunity to prepare ourselves mentally, to prepare ourselves physically, emotionally, spiritually. Because I guarantee you, things happen really, really fast. And this one was a life and death physical encounter. But remember, we can be blindsided with a spiritual war or battle, or a mental situation or battle that we have to face or fight, or an emotional thing, something don't go right and we're dealing with stuff. But the way that you prepare yourself, the way that you train yourself will determine what the outcome is. Your decisions determine your destiny. No matter what, you have got to always be legicated. No matter what, keep yourself primed. No matter what, always prepare yourself mentally. Make sure that you know that you're tough mentally to be able to handle situations and make decisions on the fly. Spiritually, make sure that you're in touch with God, and you pray and you keep yourself linked up with the powers that be, so to speak. Emotionally, make sure that you put yourself in a position to where even if something catastrophic happens, you can still keep your composure and stay firm and stay straight on the course. And of course, physically, there's no responsibility other than yourself to keep yourself in all these positions. Make sure you're always prepared. Make sure you're always ready. Make sure you're always educated. And as always, if you train like you fight, I promise when it comes time, you'll fight like you train. Everybody have a wonderful, blessed Tuesday. Hug a troll. Promise we'll be back soon. Live streams coming. I'll see you guys soon. God bless.